Hey there, Hydrohaven family! Today I'm thrilled to share something that's absolutely transformed my growing success over the years, my personal potting soil recipe. As both a passionate gardener and someone who's tested countless soil combinations, I've developed a formula that consistently delivers exceptional results for everything from delicate seedlings to established plants. Let's dive right into creating this garden-changing mix that will set your plants up for thriving, not just surviving. The foundation, the power of humus. The secret to exceptional plant growth begins with humus, the dark, crumbly, fully decomposed organic matter that forms the backbone of living soil. Unlike raw organic materials, humus has reached a stable state where beneficial microorganisms have transformed plant matter into what I call black gold. This remarkable substance creates the perfect environment for roots to explore and thrive. What makes humus so extraordinary is its unique molecular structure with complex carbon compounds that create the ideal habitat for beneficial soil microbes. These microscopic allies form the foundation of the soil food web, breaking down nutrients into forms your plants can easily absorb. Think of humus as both a five-star hotel and gourmet restaurant for billions of beneficial bacteria and fungi that transform ordinary dirt into living soil. The best sources of humus for your potting mix include well-aged leaf mold, mature compost that is fully broken down, or high-quality worm castings. When selecting humus components, use your senses. Quality material should have a rich, earthy smell, never sour or ammonia-like, a dark chocolate brown color and a crumbly texture where you can barely recognize the original organic materials. This indicates the complex humification process has completed, giving you true humus rather than partially decomposed matter. So, coconut coir is a key component in my potting mix, honestly. It replaces the traditional peat moss with something that's way more environmentally friendly. Since it's derived from coconut husks, coir offers some pretty remarkable water retention properties while still maintaining excellent drainage. That really gives you the perfect balance for healthy root development. Coconut coir can actually absorb up to 10 times its weight in water, which, creates a reservoir of moisture that gradually becomes available to your plants. Unlike some media that make things either too wet or too dry, coir establishes that Goldilocks zone where roots get consistent moisture without drowning. This is especially important for seedlings and young transplants whose delicate root systems are still developing. When you're purchasing coconut coir, look for blocks that have been properly processed and rinsed to remove excess salts. I recommend soaking the compressed brick in water for about 30 minutes before mixing it into your soil blend. As it expands, just break apart any chunks to make sure you've got even distribution throughout your mix. This simple step creates a light, airy structure that will resist compaction over time, allowing roots to easily penetrate and expand. Compost, forms the nutritional core of my potting soil recipe. Unlike synthetic fertilizers that, provide a quick but short-lived nutrient burst, compost delivers a steady supply of balanced nutrition while inoculating your mix with beneficial microbiology. This living component really transforms your potting soil from merely a growing medium into a thriving ecosystem. The best compost for potting soil contains a diverse mix of source materials: vegetable scraps, yard waste, leaves, and small amounts of manure if you have it available. This diversity, honestly, ensures a broad spectrum of nutrients and microorganisms. When selecting compost, look for material that has fully matured, which typically takes about 6 to 12 months to complete the decomposition process. Properly finished compost will be dark brown to black, crumbly in texture, and have a pleasant earthy smell, kind of like forest soil. I strongly recommend getting to know your compost source, whether you're making it yourself or purchasing it. For homemade compost, try to maintain a roughly 3-to-1 ratio of browns, that's carbon-rich materials like dried leaves and cardboard, to greens, which are nitrogen-rich materials like vegetable scraps and fresh plant trimmings. For purchased compost, ask about the source materials, how long it has been aging, and whether any amendments were added during the process. This quality control step really ensures you're starting with the best possible foundation. While moisture retention is important, equally crucial is ensuring adequate oxygen reaches plant roots. This is where perlite enters our recipe as an essential structural component. These white, lightweight volcanic particles create permanent air pockets throughout the soil mix, preventing compaction and allowing roots to breathe. Perlite's unique structure comes from naturally occurring volcanic glass that has been heated until it expands, creating a porous, honeycomb-like material. These tiny air chambers not only improve drainage, but also maintain structural integrity over time, unlike organic components that gradually break down. The result is a potting mix that maintains its positive characteristics throughout the growing season. I recommend using a medium-grade perlite for most applications, as the very fine grades can wash away during watering while the extra coarse grades may be too large for seedling mixes. When handling perlite, consider wearing a mask as the fine dust can be an irritant. Moistening it slightly before mixing can help control dust while making it easier to incorporate evenly throughout your blend. The secret weapon in my potting soil recipe is, honestly, a generous portion of worm castings. These aren't just another organic amendment, they're concentrated biological powerhouses that dramatically accelerate beneficial soil activity. Worm castings introduce thousands of beneficial microorganisms that create a living soil web, enhancing plant resilience and nutrient uptake. What makes worm castings exceptional is their impressive microbial diversity and enzymatic activity. Research has shown that castings contain up to 10 times more beneficial microbes than even the best compost. These microorganisms help solubilize minerals, making them more available to plants while also producing natural plant growth hormones that stimulate root development and overall vigor. Beyond their biological contributions, worm castings also improve soil structure through specialized compounds that help bind soil particles together. This creates stable aggregates that resist compaction while maintaining optimal moisture levels. When sourcing worm castings, look for material that is uniform in texture and has a pleasant earthy aroma. This indicates high quality and proper processing. So to complete our potting soil recipe, I incorporate select organic fertilizers that provide balanced, slow-release nutrition. Unlike synthetic options that deliver a quick burst followed by decline, these natural amendments feed plants gradually over months rather than weeks. My preferred blend includes bone meal provides phosphorus essential for strong root development and flower formation. This slow-release amendment is particularly valuable for flowering plants and vegetables that need a consistent phosphorus supply throughout their life cycle. Look for bone meal that has been steamed to eliminate pathogens while preserving nutritional value. Blood meal delivers nitrogen necessary for leafy green growth without the risk of burning tender roots. This high-protein amendment breaks down gradually, providing sustained nutrition rather than a quick spike and crash. It's especially valuable for leafy greens and plants grown for their foliage rather than fruits or flowers. Green sand, which is actually harvested from ancient seabeds, contains over 30 trace minerals, including potassium. That's really important for supporting overall plant health and helping plants resist stress. Its unique composition helps improve soil texture while slowly releasing minerals that, honestly, a lot of synthetic fertilizers just overlook. This amendment is especially valuable for container plants, since they can't access minerals that are naturally present in ground soil. Now let's get into the practical application. Here's my complete potting soil recipe that, in my experience, consistently delivers exceptional results. You'll want 2 parts quality compost, fully matured, dark, and crumbly. Then, 2 parts coconut coir, which should be pre-soaked and fluffed. Add 1 part perlite, medium grade is best. Next, half a part worm castings. Then, a 1/4 part bone meal, a 1/4 part blood meal, and finally, a 1/4 part green sand. When it comes to mixing these ingredients, I really recommend using a large tarp or a mixing tub, just to make sure you get everything thoroughly blended without losing any material along the way. Start by spreading the coconut coir as your base layer, then add the compost followed by the perlite. Mix these core components together thoroughly before adding the amendments. Worm castings, bone meal, blood meal, and green sand. Use a garden fork or a shovel to fold the materials together instead of stirring because that helps maintain the light, airy structure you want in a great potting mix. Once mixed, moisten the blend slightly. It should feel like a wrung-out sponge, damp but not wet. I recommend letting the mixed soil rest for 24 to 48 hours before use, giving the biology time to activate and begin forming relationships. This short waiting period dramatically improves plant performance in my experience. While this recipe works beautifully for most applications, feel free to adjust based on your specific needs. For seed starting, consider increasing the perlite to improve drainage and reduce the risk of damping off. For moisture-loving plants like certain tropicals, increase the coconut coir ratio slightly. For plants that prefer drier conditions like succulents and cacti, add additional perlite and reduce the coconut coir component. The beauty of making your own soil mix is the ability to customize based on what you're growing and your local conditions. Experiment with small batches, observe your results, and adjust accordingly. Gardening is as much art as science, and developing your perfect soil recipe is part of the journey. I hope this potting soil recipe transforms your growing experience as dramatically as it did mine. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to the Hydrohaven channel and share this video with fellow gardeners. Together, we can build a community that grows not just better plants, but a deeper understanding of the living soil beneath our feet. Until next time, happy growing.